Oh, look at this. UP Xtra18 Test Train to dispatch. All the crews are on board and we're ready to depart Laramie and head for testing. So the idea is this is a test train. So they've got the coach of the crew and then we've got computer equipment and monitoring and so forth. So I'm not quite sure what they're testing, but they're testing stuff. Dispatch to UP Xtra18 Test Train. You are cleared to proceed from Laramie heading east and begin your tests. Where am I? There. Blue line is out all the way. Good. Are we moving? We're moving. If this route didn't have any junctions, it'd be pointless. Mark. Ugh. It's a beast, isn't it? It's a beast with no lights on. Right, we're good for a 40 limit now. The test train records the situation of the tracks as it drives over it, that way people will know which track needs maintenance. Oh, I know what you mean, okay. I know what you mean now. Putting the loco lights on, what a bright idea. Mark. You illuminate us with your jokes. What a shame if that was a red light, wouldn't it, really? Highrise, a reminder, the UK gas turbine was also a large loco in comparison to other UK locos. Brew some tea, since I can't have any brew. How do you install pro mods into ETS2? There is a tutorial on Squirrel's website. Maybe one of the mods can post a link for you. It basically go through the instructions on the website, on the pro mods website, download all the files, or the file if you go for the donation link, and then order the mods in the right order according to the article on Squirrel's website, and it just works. Supposed to have the main headlight. I thought they ran with the headlights on all the time. Push it back up to 60. Red Butts. It's an interesting name. See you later, Ethan Trains. We'll look at the map. Where are we going anyway? So we've started up in the depot. We're on our way to Perkins down here. Oh, the Brit's on his way to Perkins. Lovely. Andre, I thought Reese had got hold of me. He's got me on Skype. We spoke not that long ago. I do owe him a response, actually, thinking about it. I haven't... Well, if I take the power off, I might have more luck slowing down. Dull. He sent me an email Monday. Oh, I'll have a look, because I don't remember seeing it. I'll have another look. You hope the bird burned the bird. Hey Ruben, does DTG know the problem with the turbine scenarios when you load them the turbine isn't on and needs to be started? I don't know. Have you contacted support about that? Ah, 60 miles an hour doesn't feel like a slow speed. You imagine that head height is probably, your eyes would be looking at about there. That's tall. $60 slow when you're just doing 129. Well, yeah, there is that. There is that. Well, we were just doing about 60 as well, so don't have to pay quite as much attention to this as you did with steam. Your 6 foot wasn't even to the yellow. No, I can believe it. So I said it'd be down here where your eyes would be. So your head would probably be about there. Have I ever blown the turbine? No, I can't say I have. You mean where fire comes shooting out the back? No, even I haven't been doing that. How tall are me? I'm 5'8". Andre, I'm on Skype, but I'm going to be running flight sim after this and then going to bed. So you get him to just drop me a message in the morning on Skype is probably the easiest way. So you're secretly hoping there's a junction up here? Good, good. Spoilers. Oh, he wants to talk about TSW. There's probably not an awful lot I can talk about, to be honest. Egglaze 117. What's the point of this game? Driving trains. This is quite an easy one to drive though, but especially since we're just coasting along on greens, so there's not an awful lot to do except sit and watch it and babysit it really. One of the easier scenarios. It's good to see the train though and listen to it. Gonna get Rapid FPA2 for your birthday. Nice. Inside the cab. Turn the cab light off. In conductor's view. Well, this is not the conductor's seat, it's nearly the conductor's seat. Third man seat. By Lexington, we've got an engineer's test train on this one. With a train of this light on it. Is there a caboose view? Oh, there's actually a passenger view. Oh my word. Let's not look too much at that. No. There's no caboose view on this one. I think this wagon, the We Can Handle It, wasn't that one of the TS Rewards wagons from TS16 as well? Yeah, that's an old 2007, 2008 interior. Control left and control right does the same thing. Cop plumber bow, and I was doing that. And it didn't take me anywhere else. Oh, B specific ship Union Pacific. Okay, alright, so that pack was from the GP30 pack. That wagon, sorry. Freight car, not a wagon. Shazan, the loco is part of TS 2016. This is the GTEL gas turbine. You want to run by? I can do a run by. Yeah, we'll be coming back on. We're on track 3. We'll be merging with track 1 and 2 shortly. Before we head back off down there, isn't it, for Perkins? Yeah. I don't really have a favourite of a lot of American locos, A-Ribbon, simply because I don't know enough of them. So I'll pick a loco, like for example I like the ACS 64s, SD40s, but PRR locos, I don't know. The Shark Nose is quite cool. The thing is I only really know them by what's in the game. The root of my interest in American railroads comes from what's in the game, because otherwise than that I don't really follow it that much. I know it's a crime. And will Sai stream again? No, she's intending to stream, but things get in the way. Was there a helper behind it to help it, or actually just to keep it going in case it died? Yeah, the F7 Shazam, good shout, yeah. Any of that sort of ilk of loco. I quite like, I think it's a PRR one, but the FL9, the Metro North one, New Haven, Hartford Railroad. The FL9's nice because it's got it's the Boco, which is a bit unusual. Oh, look at this, coming up on the main line, catching up with another train. '60 Train Hunter. I should come to the US and railfan for a few days. That would be awesome. That would be truly awesome. Alright, minimum service application, get down to 40. No, we've got a green light. Yeah, that's one of the things I really do. I've always said that once the big boy's back up and running, I want to go and see that. I'm hoping that when they get it back out, they'll do like a big steam gala with all their steam trains, because UP's got a few now. See you later, homebound train. Right, 7.7 miles to the end now. What theme song will I play for FSX? I don't really have one, so I won't play a theme song. This has got a screenshot written all over it. Haddock took over the stream quite a while ago now. The video's quite old. Nice train track travel, that sounds good. If it ever becomes a reality that I'm going to get to go out and do some rail fanning in America, then I'll certainly let everybody know, because I won't be streaming. Well, I might, but I'm not sure I'll get much streaming done from... because if we go, normally go and see my father-in-law in Knoxville. That was a GP35, I think. The other train that we passed, with A's and B units on it. There was an ABBA. Yeah, GP35 ABBB. Oh, it was a GP30. Okay. Oh yeah, the Turbine's a monster. Love that glow in the dark. Yeah, they're B units, David, the ones without cabs. They're just there to provide power when they're remote controlled by the A unit. I think people are more familiar with B units on F7s, but they did make B units for a number of other classes. They do look kind of odd because you're sort of thinking, where does the driver sit then? Engineer, sorry, where does the engineer sit? Driver doesn't sit anywhere. GWR, no, but I have now sent the question off. I've been forgetting to do it because I've been busy. But no, I have now sent the question off, so I should find out tomorrow. Well, graphics level, it's all maxed up. All maxed out. You're going to visit the DTM stream? Oh, awesome. Put the dynamics on, but even the bare minimum was actually holding it. Dynamic and train braking. So train braking is using air brakes, and it applies brakes across every brake taxle on the train. We'll try and stop it. Dynamic brakes are only on powered axles, and they work by reversing the polarity and effectively turning the traction motors into generators, which creates resistance on the track. On the vehicle, so that it slows it down. So it's the benefit is you're not using the air brakes, and air brakes with American trains, certainly long ones, are really difficult to use because they're very, very slow to react. So what you'd normally do is, if you're coming down a hill, you do a minimum set and then use the dynamics to then adjust it, because you can't quickly adjust. So if you find you're over braking, the only thing you can do is release your brakes entirely, wait for them to recharge, and then apply, by which time you're probably braking the speed limit, something chronic. You've submitted the 73 scenario, heavy GWR. In that case, I'll try and get it played soon as then. Do remind me. They're fast American trains. The Cellar Express goes up to 150 miles an hour. This is track 3, yeah, train brain. The Acela is in train sim, yeah, Dr. Me. Although it's off sale at the moment. For some reason I thought we got a speed increase there. Oh, we did, 40 to 50. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any parts of the Northeast Corridor which actually allow the 150 mile per hour running. New York New Haven is one of the slowest bits of the NEC. I think it only goes up to about 70 or 80. Dispatch to UP Xtra18 Test Train. I'm putting you in the hole at Perkins and holding at Perkins siding east for a meet with UP Xtra20 trailer train. Also, when you go into the siding at Perkins, your speed limit will be 20 miles per hour. Solid yellow coming up. Train Brain, this is the final train sim scenario I'm playing tonight, and then we're going to do a little bit of FSX. Although given it's 20 to midnight. probably not massive amounts of it, but I need to get some practice in the Piper Aztec, so I should be doing some flying with the Piper Aztec. .4 miles to go. What's the name of the gas turbine in town? I think it's UP, either UP gas turbine or UP GTEL, GTEL. You stood behind a Piper Aztec when it was taxiing. Not the best idea. Well, no. Not flying the Embraer. No, I'm going to be flying the Aztec on Saturday because I've got the shorter leg of the two that were originally being looked at. But I am going to be flying the Embraer this week because Thursday I'm going to be doing some flight sim as well. And we'll see what timing's like. If I get time, I might do an Embraer flight tonight as well. I don't need to practice the Embraer for Saturday. I just need to practice the Aztec to make sure I know what I'm doing and don't make a Class A fool of myself, or at least more than normal. Hey there, Trackside Simulations. Hey, Trackside, was it you that got me jalopy? I'm trying to remember who it was. Ingo, so, oh, UP 8500 HP gas turbine. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right, we've got a Luna, 20 miles an hour in here, remember? Right, it was you, Trackside Simulation. I just wanted to say I have been trying to, I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I've been playing it a bit at lunch times, and I'm getting the hang of it slowly. I haven't actually had time to finish even the tutorial properly yet, but I'm getting there. I am looking at whether I do a straight to YouTube on it, but I am going to do a video of it, because what I've played so far is really quite interesting. It keeps me engaged enough to want to keep coming back and try a bit more. This is where it said to, oh, it's Perkins Sidings East, it says to stop. Oops. Jalopy looks like a complicated game to play. Well, so far I've assembled the car and I've driven it somewhere and I've no idea where I am, because I do keep getting lost in the game. It's not very good at telling you where it's expecting you to go. Oh, by the way, do you guys know Project Highrise? So I bought myself Project Highrise over the weekend, and I've started playing it. And Green Man Gaming, they sent me a key. Get this 14L out of the way. Yeah, so the Green Man Gaming sent me a key and said, "Hey Matt, could you stream this game? Show it to people, see what they think." I said, "I've already bought it," and they said, "Well, give the key away as a prize then." So there you go. I'll be when I be doing Project Highrise. I've got a copy of the game to give away as well. I don't know when that'll be yet, but I'll tuck it away somewhere ready to go. Sim Tower Arnold Ace Rimmer, I think, is the sort of spiritual inheritance. Not doing a giveaway now, just to stress that. I'll do it when I do the Project Highrise stream. Task list, there you go. There's not. This is it. Perkins sidings east is the end. Fair War 16 streams going well actually. I spadded the first scenario. Finished the second one, the castle in good order, and this one seems to be going all right. But yeah, it didn't start great. Right, here's Perkins sidings east, rolling up to that signal. Trackside simulations, I'm going to find that out and get an answer as soon as I can. I keep forgetting to ask at work, but I've already sent a Skype message now, so I should get an answer tomorrow. That castle isn't in good order. That castle was in spectacular order. That castle ran beautifully. Absolutely spectacularly. Well, at least while we're stopped, let's have some coffee and relax for a bit. There you go, folks. Bye, tier 16. Unless tier 17 is late, in which case we'll be doing something more with tier 16 into while it comes out. But I can't remember what the launch time is on Thursday for it. So speeding 15 times. That's low for me. Alright then, folks. So that's it for trains. Flight sim coming up after I've been to the toilet. I'll be back in a minute, folks. See you shortly.